Friends, now we are going to discuss about the rib option in the part design. So rib is used to create a part in the given profiles. So further we need to draw a profile and a curve. So for that I am choosing the YZ plane and go to sketch a profile like like this by using the spline tool. Okay, so now exit from the sketch. So you need to draw a close profile with the perpendicular to the end point of this spline. So it is the end point. So the perpendicular is this plane. So in this plane we need to draw a closed figure. So choose that plane and go to sketch. Now draw a closed figure. Okay, so I'm drawing a closed figure like circle. Okay, now its diameter is 30. Okay, so next exit from the sketch. Okay, now click on the rib option. So it is asking for one profile and center curve. So profile is this one. So profile is this circle. Okay, and curve is this curve, that is this spline curve. Okay, now if you click on preview, you can see the rib option. So a closed profile is formed to like a spline profile. So this is how we are going to draw a object in a given profiles. Okay, so like this. If you want a open profile also, you can use the thick profile if it is open. Okay, so if it is open, you have to give the thickness like thickness 1 and thickness 2. Thickness 1 is I have given as 2 and thickness 2 I have given as 1. Okay, like this. So in thickness, the thickness is related to inside thickness and outside thickness. Inside thickness is 4, like inside thickness is it is increasing in inside, whereas thickness 2 is it is increasing the outside. So this is the difference of thickness 1 and thickness 2. Okay, if I use as neutral thickness, the thickness is distributed equally on either sides from the center curve, like this. Okay, so thickness 6 means from center it is as 3 3. So like this the thickness has distributed. Okay, so this is about the rib option. And wherever the profile is, we can use the you can draw the up profile. Okay, suppose if I am deleting this rib, okay, but I am keeping the sketches as it is. Now I am going to this profile, that is circle profile. Now I am going to draw a profile like this. Okay, just I am removing the unwanted portions. So this is the another profile. Okay, if I exiting from the sketch, so rib will also generated like this. So sketch, whatever it may be sketch you have drawn for the profile, it will follow the curve. So this is how rib is formed. Okay, if you want a hole also inside, if you want a hole inside also, you can draw like this. So see, so how it's the profile is generated. Okay, so now I am going to draw a spline away from the center. Okay, I am going to draw a spline away from the center like this. So this is a spline. Now I need to make a rib for this profile and the curve. Okay, so profile is this one and center curve is this one. See, it is giving a selected profile and center curve lead to twist configuration. Use the center curve with a smaller curvature. So if you are using the center curve and the profile at a different distances, you need to give the smaller curvature so that the profile is going to form. Okay, so for that I am deleting the sketch. Okay, again I am selecting the plane and sketch and I am drawing a small profile like this. Okay, now use the rib option. So profile is this profile and sketch center curve is this. See, so if I'm using the smaller curvature, you're going to get a rib option like this. So this is how a rib is formed. And coming to the slot. Slot is used to remove the portion in a given curve. So rib is used to adding the material, whereas slot is used to remove the material. So coming to this rib and slot, I will explain in an another way. Okay, just I'm deleting this. Now draw a rectangle in any plane and use the pad option. Mirror it on either sides. So, okay, now I need to make a slot and a groove here. Okay, so for going to slot, I am selecting this face and use the project 3D elements and project all the corners and make it to constructed elements. Okay, so after that I am using the spline option and draw a curve like this. Okay, next exit from the sketch. Now I need to draw a circle at either endpoints of this curve. Okay, and now I am choosing this face. Okay, at this endpoint I am going to draw a curve, that is a closed profile. Okay, so for that I am projecting this endpoint, make it to constructed element. Now draw a closed figure and make some diameter like 10. Okay, now exit from the sketch. Okay, now go to rib option. It is asking for profile, so profile is this profile and the center curve one is this. So now you can see the object is added to this curve. Okay, now in the same manner I want to use the slot. Okay, so again I am using this face, project the edges and convert them into construction elements. Again draw a similar profile like this. Okay, somewhat this shape. Now exit from the sketch. Now draw a circle or rectangle like profile, closed profile in this face at this endpoint. So at this endpoint, I need to draw the profile. So project that point and convert them into constructor element. Now exit from the sketch. Sorry, we need to draw a profile. So for that, draw a circle here with some diameter like 10. Enter. Suppose I am giving us 12. Enter. Exit from the sketch. Now go to slot option. Here also you need to select profile and center curve. So profile is this circle and center curve is this spline. Okay, so if I click on preview, you can see the portion is removed. It will remove from this face. Rib is used to adding of material and slot is used to removing of the material in a given profile. So in given for this slot, we need to remove this small portion also. So for that, go to slot and make slot edges. Okay, if you click on this, the unwanted portion which is in extra also can be removed like this. So this is about the removing of the material by using the slots. Okay, next again I'm going to draw a profile like this. Okay, a closed profile and having diameter as some 50. Okay, next perpendicular to this circle I'm taking a sketch. Okay, now I'm going to draw a spline with this center point. Okay, which is at center of the circle. So for that I am going to project this circle. Okay, we are going to get a line. Now I'm converting this line into construction element. Now select this spline tool and draw a spline with this center. Okay, so spline is drawn. Exit from the sketch. Okay, now select the rib option. Now select the profile as this profile and center curve as this curve. So like this we are going to get rib option. Okay, like this also you are going to get rib option. Now coming to profile control, if I select it is up to now the option you are used as keep angle and changing it to pulling direction. If I click this option, okay, it is asking for the selection. So for that selection I'm going to selecting this y-axis. Okay, so move profile to path. If I click on that, you get a profile. Okay, if I click selection as v direction, you get an object like this. Okay, if I select the direction as v direction, you will get the object like this. Okay, so click on pulling direction. For selection we are going to take the v selection. So after selecting the v selection, you are going to get the rib as like this. Okay, okay, suppose now I am going to now coming to rib, there is another option like move profile to path. Now coming to rib option. Okay, next there is another option like in selection we selected the v direction. Now if I take the option as move profile to path, if I select this option, you will get the rib like this. So it is related to the rib to given direction. So pulling the direction option is like this. So this is about the rib. And now another I need to show you, like now I'm deleting the rib option. Next I'm going to sketch this one and I'm deleting this spline. Now I want to draw a spline from this endpoint. So I'm drawing a spline like this. So spline is like this. Now I need to make a rib like this. So for that, go to rib option, select this as profile and this as it. So as profile is open profile. Now I need to going for the tick option. So you get like this. So this is how rib is formed. If it is an open surface, we need to choose the option as thick profile. Okay, suppose this is one method. Next again I'm going for the rib option. So now I'm going for this sketch and now I'm making this circle as open circle like this. Okay, remove the unwanted lines and delete this line. Exit from this sketch. Now this is a circle which is an open one. Now going to rib option. Now select the profile as this one, open circle. Next center curve as this spline. So select a spline curve lead to twist configuration. Use a center curve with smaller curvature. Now I'm going to use for the thick option. Okay, now you'll get like this. So this is about the openings curve. Okay, so this is about the rib options and some of the options. Now I have drawn a two cylinders with equal distances. Okay, now I am taking a middle sketch to draw a profile by using spline. So using spline I have drawn this profile. Okay, now by using 3D shell edges, just project these edges of two cylinders. Okay, now delete this side line and this side line. Now make these two lines. Now make the two lines to standard elements. Okay, now make this point and this line to coincident by using the constraints. Okay, again this point and this line make it to coincident by using the constraint. Okay, next exit from the sketch. Okay, now go to YZ plane. and click on sketch. Now draw a circle in that face. Now points at the center point with this spline. So further we need to project this spline. Okay, so select this and use the intersect 3D elements to get the point here. Now by using the coincident option in the constraint, coincide this point and with this circle center point. So select this point and select the circle center point by using control. Go to constraint and make it to coincident so that circle is coincident with this spline point. Now exit from the sketch. Now using rib option, select the profile as circle and the curve as spline. So like this you are going to get a rib. So this is how rib is formed, but there is a small disturbances. This is due to the as this spline is some twisted knot, so it is like this. So again I'm going to make this spline somewhat smoother. So like this I have made it. Now you can see like this. If you want you can remove any one of these points. So like this it has drawn. Now I need to make this rib up to this face. Okay, so for that go to rib option, use the option as merge rib ends. So I'll get like this. So that get like this. Next, if I use the option as thick profile, you will get the thick option inside and outside of the profile. Okay, to see that the thickness inside and outside, either you can use the wireframe mode. So you can use the thick option here. This is thickness. Okay, or else you can see the sectional views of this by using the dynamic sectioning. Okay, so this is the option. It is the dynamic sectioning. If I click on this, you can see the dynamic sections in any views, that is in any plane, that is x, y, y, z or zx. And if I want to move in this direction, so if you get the green arrow, just move that in that direction. You can see the halo and solid profiles. So this is the halo where thickness is applied and this is cylinder is complete solid. Okay, this is how we are going to see the sectional views. Okay, so just I'm taking this dynamic sectioning. So this is completely about the rib and slot option. So rib is used to adding of the material in a given profile, and groove slot is, so this is completely about the rib and slot option. Rib is used to adding of the material in a given profile, whereas slot is used to removing of the material in a given profile. Next, coming to hole option, hole tool. So hole is used to create a circular hole by using this option. You can use different types of holes like counter bore, counter sun and counter drill. So we can use a make hole by using the pocket option also, but we will get different options in the hole. Okay, now we will go to the hole. So hole, if you want to make a hole, now you need to draw a figure like this. So I have drawn already by using the pad option. Now click the hole option, select any face. Next, so hole is created with a diameter of 10 and depth as 10. So now I'm using the diameter as 15 and depth as 50. So depth is height of the hole. So this is the simple hole I have drawn. So if I click on OK, so you can get a hole like this. Okay, so next, So there are different options like extension of the hole, like blind means you need to give the dimensions. Okay, next up to next means up to next the hole will be created, up to next portion. So like this, so up to next means up to bottom portion the hole is created. Next option is up to last, so this is also related to up to last. If there are number of sections, so up to last means it will make the hole up to last section. So next is up to the preceding section it will be given. Next up to plane, so plane means related to up to plane where we are selected, so that is related to the plane. So next is surface. So surface means it will be any surface like linear or any smooth surface. So like that you need to select the surface. So this is how the hole is created. Okay, a simple hole, and this simple holes can be drawn by using the pocket also. So for coming to pocket, just you need to draw a circle and make it to pocket up to certain distances. Okay, but in hole we are going to get different options like types like simple, taper hole. So simple means which you are drawn before like this. Okay, next now I am going to, whereas in hole we are going to different types of holes like, now I'm taking again a hole option. Just click any point on the space, so you'll get a simple hole. So in that we are going to get different types like simple, taper. So this is how taper is formed. So this is the taper. So for that we need to provide the taper angle, and diameter and depth is already given. Okay, so in taper we need to provide the angle. So depending of that angle the taper hole is formed like this. Okay, so here we can see if I am increasing or decreasing the taper angle, the hole is created. Okay. So this is taper hole. So see, in taper hole we are getting two options like bottom top. So bottom top means we need to provide angle at bottom or top. So from bottom the angle is created. If I click on top, from that point the angle will be given like this. So preferably we'll use the bottom angle. Okay, this is about the taper. Next I'm deleting this hole. Next coming to other hole, select any space. Now type, third one is the counter bore. So counter bore will be like this. It will be created some diameter for this and depth is 5. And this diameter and circle is depth and diameter is already given in the here in starting. So now we need to give the diameter for this. See, if I increasing the diameter, you can see the diameter here. Increasing of the diameter, if I click the depth, so this depth also is going to increase. So this is about the counter bore. So it is anchor point will be anchor point like extreme or middle. So this is the anchor point. We need to make it to extreme or below the selector face, or it should be at middle. So this is the option we are going to get the this anchor point. So like this. If I click the option as anchor point, option as middle, you can't see the bore. Okay, upper portion of the counter bore. If I click on the extreme, you can see the upper portion of this counter bore. Okay, next option in the hole is, next type is counter sunk. So in sunk there will be some angle and depth like this, whereas in bore we have given only depth and diameter. Now we need to, here we need to give the depth and angle. So related to depth and angle, here there are some modes like depth and angle, depth and diameter, angle and diameter. If you want, you can go for depth and angle. So depth means this is the depth. So this is the taper angle with depth, and angle is 50 degrees. So the height of the taper angle, this is called as depth. Next coming to depth and diameter. So this is the depth of the taper and this is the diameter of the taper. If I increase the diameter, so like this, you can give the depth and diameter. Next coming to angle and diameter. So this is the taper angle and diameter of that. Okay, next this height is already given previously in extension. Okay, so this is how taper sunk is drawn. This is taper counter bore and this is the counter sunk. So this is how counter sunk is drawn. and this is the simple hole, counter bore, countersunk. And last type in hole is that is counter drill. Okay, counter drill means we are getting a bore and a sunk like this. So further we need to give the diameter, depth and angle. So like this, I am giving the, now I am reducing the angle. Okay, just or increasing the angle and reducing the depth also and reducing the diameter. So this is how a counter drill is drawn. We'll get the counter bore and a sunk like this. So these are the different types of holes which we have drawn. So I have given these holes wherever I want in this phase. Now I need to give the specified positions of these holes from these edges lines. So for that I am going to simple hole from this. So first is the simple hole which I have drawn. Now I have not given any directions or any distances from the origin or any edges. So for that there is an option like position sketch. So click on that. Okay, you are directly go to the, so it is directly go to the sketch module. So give the directions with the center point and this any one of the edge and give the vertical distances. Okay, so by using this hole is given a constraint. So now it is fixed with this center point. So now like this we can give a hole positions by hole position with these edges. Okay, by clicking on positioning sketch option and give the positions of the hole with respect to horizontal lines and vertical lines so that the hole is constrained with this, so that hole can be made constraint. Okay, so like this we are going to positioning the holes. And last but not least there is option like bottom. So bottom means this bottom is flat. So if I want to make it to V bottom, changing the option as V bottom and give the angle so that you are going to get the angle at bottom. Okay, like this you are going to get a bottom by specifying the angle for V. So if I want to see that, just you can see in the dynamic sectioning. So it is already given a dynamic section in this plane, in XY plane. Now I'm going to drag this. Okay, as the hole is up to bottom we can't see the V bottom. So for that, so go to this hole and in the extension give the depth as just reduce the depth. Okay, and click on OK. Now we can see the V bottom. So to see the V bottom, go to dynamic sectioning and make a section in XY plane. Now move in this direction so that you can see the V bottom. Okay, like this you are going to see the V bottom. Okay, next, and this all holes will be on the surfaces. Suppose I want to make a hole in some inclined direction or in some other way. So for that I am going to draw a line in any one of the plane. So I am taking XY plane. So I am going to draw a line like this at an angle of some 30 or 45. So I'm going to draw a line at an angle of 30 degrees. Okay, now exit from the sketch. So now in this direction I need to make a hole for this object. So just click on the hole option. Now select any surface so that hole is formed. Okay, now it is normal to the surface. Now I need to make in this direction, in this line direction. So for that go to direction option. If you make the reverse option, the hole is created this side, but you can't get the hole because there is no portion. Okay. So now I'm using the reverse in the same original direction. Now untick the option as normal to surface. Now it is asking for selection. Now select the line so that the hole will be created in this particular direction. So if I click on preview or if I click on OK, you can see the hole in this particular line direction the hole is created. Okay, so this is how hole is formed. Either you can create a hole normal to surface, or you can create a hole in an inclined or in a given selected area. Okay, so these are the options which we are discussed today. So for further videos and further related to these softwares, just subscribe to my channel. Thank you.